Hey guys, I'd like to welcome everybody to my dungeon crawler build. This is a PVE Magden healer, and as the name suggests, kind of set up just for running dungeons for those that don't want to run the 3 DPS. So let's go ahead and get into the skills. Okay, and for our skills, we're starting off with Budding Seeds, Enchanted Growth, Bursting Vines, the Lotus Blossom, Leeching Vines, and then the Healing Thicket Ultimate. And if you notice, we have all of our green balance skills all on the same bar, and that's for this particular passive to go ahead and get a 12% increase on all of our healing. On our back bar, we have Rapid Regen, Combat Prayer, Ward Ally, our Betty, and Frost Cloak, and again, Healing Thicket. Alright, and we are running the Ritual for our Mundus Stone to give us the 12% increase of our healing done. That's a little bit lower because we are running Infused on our heavy pieces for some larger max stats. And we are running the dual Max Magicka, Max Health for food. Alright, now for the champion points. Go ahead and put 56 into Warlord, 75 for Tenacity and Arcanist for our recoveries, 13 for Shadow Ward. I do much more dodge rolling for damage mitigation as opposed to blocking, so 51 into Tumbling, 75 into Blessed for our heals, 72 for the Elfborn to help with our critical heals, 12 into Spell Erosion, 63 into Staff Expert, since that's really the only attacks we're going to be doing is to get our resources back on our heavy attacks, and 48 into Master of Arms. Go ahead and put 72 into Ironclad for the 23% against direct damage, 10 points into Spell Shield for the extra resistance, 8 into Light Armor for the physical resistance, 51 into Thick Skinned for the damage over time, and then 43 for both Hardy and Elemental Defender that hit the 10% on those, and 43 into Quick Recovery. And now for the gear that we're running, we start off with Master Architect. Now what this is going to do for our 5th piece is every time we cast an ultimate, we're going to grant our 2 closest allies, which should be our DPS if we're lined up right, a 15% boost to all their damage done, and that's going to last for 14 seconds. Our back bar staff is going to be the Silent Restoration staff, and we run it in Decisive because one of the points of this build is to keep our ultimate. It's a low cost ultimate. We want it up all the time, and we want to continually cast it, basically spamming it as much as possible to keep up the Master Architect Major Slayer buff for our DPSs. We have the Earth Gore monster set, and for our last set we go ahead and use Yorvel's Guidance. The big thing on this is the duration of all of our major and minor buffs and damage shields that we give to ourselves and our allies are increased by 40%. So that's what is giving us the additional uptime on Major Slayer for everybody. Plus, since we are a Warden and all of our heals grant minor toughness for the group, increasing everybody's health by 10%. I believe that has a 28-second duration on it now, due to the Yorvel's Guidance. And basically, that's the setup for Mind Dungeon Healer. Alright, I want to thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys have any questions or comments or concerns about the build, feel free to leave me a message below and I'll respond as soon as I can. Thanks for your time.